Welcome. It's been an eventful past few days. I am part of a group known as We the People Oklahoma. Now, the rumor was that we won some, what did they call it? United Nations Humanitarian Award. It's Day. And the 2015 Oklahoma Human Rights Awards are going to happen that day, and we are recipients. And it's affiliated with the United Nations. So, in a way, yes. I was like, the United Nations, what would they care about Oklahoma? That was kind of jaw-dropping. So, this is from their page. And it says this. And this was cast in 1945 by the preamble of the Charter of the United Nations. We, the peoples of the United Nations, determined to reaffirm faith and fundamental human rights in the dignity and worth of this human person, in the equal rights of man and woman, and of nations large and small. So, wow. Just wow. It says, join us as we celebrate human rights heroes from Tulsa, that's us, Oklahoma City, Norman, Chickasha, and elsewhere in our great state. So, I mean, I never thought this is very humbling. Of course, it'll be at the state capitol. $5,000 messages. Did they really think I was going to read through 5,000 messages? No. Actually, I had been away for like 2 weeks. I just got a little tapped out. Just too much. Too many things to do. Wow. Well, and this is going to be a really short show. Dr. Levin, who's he? Dr. Mark Levin? Oh, Doctors Without Borders. Never mind. Well, I'm pretty happy about this. I have to say, I'm pretty happy. Oh, I guess I should have checked my audio. Crap. Can you hear me? Let's make sure I can hear myself until I get some decent microphones and a better computer. Black Friday. Oh, hey. Oh, my chest is hurting. I pulled a muscle. Ow. Took some ibuprofen. I'm hoping that will help. While I'm waiting for this other page to pull up. And I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know. Woo. This feels good, though. And we're talking a lot of hard work. Waiting for this other page to pull up. And okay. I can hear myself. So now I can shift a little bit. Just wow. Life is good. And I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Again, December 10th is Human Rights Day. Perhaps you can do something with your family or community. Really hope that you get to experience something like that. When you get awarded for doing the right thing, it doesn't seem right that they're giving you an award. Like, you're giving me an award for doing what was right, for what was good. And that is what We the People Oklahoma did. Actually, I think I have some snippets of some protests and things we'd done. Of course, our end result was the indictment of Tulsa Sheriff Stanley Glantz, an investigation into the Tulsa Sheriff Department. This was not easy. He had been there for 27 years. Let's do this. Okay, this is Mark, and he is going to get most certainly some wonderful accolades. And I'll load up some more. Here we go.
It is so important that you guys are here today. You're standing against injustice. And that takes heart, that takes bravery, that takes courage. So don't ever allow anyone to tell you you are on the wrong side of the law, or the wrong side of the card.
Our streets!
Whose streets?
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 Our streets!
No justice!
No peace!
No racism!
Police!
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 Man's gotta go now!
Man's gotta go now!
Man's gotta go now!
Man's gotta go
Hey,
now!
Grant! He needs to stay!
Go now!
Man's gotta 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 go now!
So that was part of a protest, and again, they were referring to Tulsa Sheriff Stanley Glanz, that he has to go now. That made me emotional. If you only knew how difficult it was at times to be told that you can't do this. We had a wonderful attorney, Lori Phillips, represent us, and we just had to pay for the fees, for the filings, all that. Let's play the clip, and I'll be right back with you.
All of us means throughout this city, north, south, east, and west. Every one of us is affected by poor law enforcement. We don't need aggressive policing if in fact our communities need help. But instead we are faced with aggressive policing that wants to keep everything tidy. And tidy means bad people over here, good people over here. We're not going to separate us between bad and good. We're not going to sit around and be targets of over-policing because we did something wrong. There's something called justice that gives us an opportunity to speak what really happened. But as long as we have an organization that is corrupt, that is full of unaccountability, justice will never see the light of day. I am glad you are here. I welcome you here this day. We are going to have a program full of speeches and chants and music and speeches, and then you can get back to work. All right. We have a letter, but before we have a letter, I want to hear a chant, because, you know, I'm a chant kind of guy.
All right, that was Minister Muhammad from the Nation of Islam, located in Tulsa. That was from a rally that we had on a Saturday. It was for about 5 hours. We had a lot of think tanks and, you know, Tulsans talking to other Tulsans and really getting to know each other and the different struggles that each other has. I'm still jaw-dropped. I mean, Mark had sent me some messages yesterday about this Human Rights Award. They had a sponsor that was going to charter a bus, and, you know, however many would show up, they would get the bus for us. So we'll be going, me and one of my children. I don't know if I can get my other child out of school for that day, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess I should call the school and find out. Public school's different for us, so. And this all happened because of the untimely death of Eric Harris, the murder of Eric Harris, that the sheriff chose to cover up because of his good buddy. So, but the man that shot Eric Harris, he doesn't even deserve a moment's recognition. I want to talk a little bit more about Mark, our leader. This is him talking about recording all interactions with police. I want to recommend that you follow his good advice. At one point, he's telling them to come to the next protest, and those protests are over. The hearing for the man that murdered Eric Harris is in February. We will be active, and we'll be active at the sheriff's, at his case. I can't wait. All right, so here's this from Mark, the leader, We the People, Oklahoma. A truly brave man. Whoops, I'm trying to get it to work.
All right, one announcement. On Thursday, if everyone can, come to the Church of Restoration. They're having another meeting in reference to police brutality. So they welcome all of your inputs. Please come. Please come.
At what time?
Don't let this die. It's 6:30. Please come. Don't let this die. And before we leave, when you go home, please make sure you take the social media and you continue the conversation.
That's right.
You continue the conversation that says we will not stop until justice is served.
Yeah!
No justice, no peace. No justice,
No peace!
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 All right, guys, I want to respect.
Like page, so they know when the next one is. Like page, so they know when the next one is.
According to Stacy, please go to We the People Oklahoma and like the page, and we're going to be posting information. And keep in mind, this is a people's movement. This is not about our group. This is not about your group.
Right.
This is about all groups because we all are human.
Jeremy Lake, because Kepler is going to be coming up for court.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we got to make sure we stay on top of that.
Okay, guys. Before we leave, I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I know this is a work week. If anyone wanted to say something really quick before we leave, please let me know.
I have a question. Okay, are we going to be here for any pending trials or rallies to show support?
Right now, I don't want to answer that, Arlene, because I'm not sure what the group is going to decide on Thursday, and they can take that information there. So, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. Please be safe. Don't let this die. Please be safe. And listen, one more thing. When you see a police officer, take out your phone and start recording them. You have every right to record all interactions. Do not let a police officer tell you cannot record. Record all interactions. If it was not for the guy who recorded that event in South Carolina, we wouldn't even have this discussion. So thank God that he recorded this information. So record all police interactions. You have the power. You have the power. Be safe, guys. Thank you.
So that was at one of the protests that we had. We had quite a few of them and a few rallies, and it was all good. All good. Oh, sorry. Gosh, I have so much I could play. I kind of jaw dropped.